And welcome back on day 5 of World Tchoukball Championships here in Prague, Czech Republic. I would like to say hello to you by my name, Vašek Krisman, and
Hello everybody, here's Agnieszka from Poland.
this semi-final will be held between Italy and Singapore, and there is a roster of Italy. Captain of team with number 9 Filippo Gilli, number 2 Antonio Notarangelo, number 5 Luca Olivo, number 7 Andrea Zonca, number 13 Andrea Langini, number 17 Andrea Gumina, number 19 Nicola Fernani, number 23 Francesco Contenti, number 33 Luca Piccino, number 36 Andrea Volonté, number 69 Guido Tosello, and number 99 Gabriele Turcetti. Coach is Fabrizio Caprani. And there you can see Team Taiwan. Oh, sorry, Singapore.
Singapore, yeah, the emotions from the previous game
They are still
here.
Captain of team with number 5 Ivan Jung, number 1 Chuazi Yong, number 7 Ye Yinwei, number 10 Sahrikal bin Abdul Wazid, number 15 Lin Suntang, number 17 Chan Yung Ming Amos, number 21 Johan Au Zhu, and number 23 Muhammad Nun bin Norseni, number 25 Isaac Tan Wei Hayo, number 30 Ivan Lo Yun Hao, number 31 Xavier Ken Kev Kwai Wei, and number 19 Fikwo Anaquin bin Abdul Wazid. Italy has an easy win in their semi-final against. I will look at it. So sorry for that.
They play quarterfinals with
Argentina.
Yeah.
Argentina. Singapore. They had it hard way. They win for 1 point against Hong Kong, 39-38.
Wow, it's gonna be a really great game to watch. To again see the differences between European and Asian tchoukball.
And their styles. Italy is ranked as number 2 in the world. Singapore is ranked like number 3. So
And I bet they would love to change that.
yeah, they would love to change that. So we can expect a really equal game from both sides. And we are waiting for a second finalist to Team Taiwan, who won just against Team Switzerland by 27 points.
Yeah, it was also a great game. So if you have a minute, you can go watch that. It's really worth it. Yeah, I'm really curious about this game as Switzerland is playing really fast. So there's not a huge change in the style between them and Taiwan. But now we have Italy. They indulge in their game. They really take their time, and it's wonderful to watch. But it's totally different style.
We could see Team Italy here on court A for 2 times, but still they had a really, from my point of view, easy group for their rankings. So I think they won't be in a full speed so far.
Exactly, yeah. But the positive thing is that they might be still huge energy from them. They may not be as tired.
Yeah.
So
Singapore had a really hard quarterfinal with Hong Kong, so maybe there will be less energy on their side.
yeah, so we'll see how it plays, what they prepare for the semifinals.
And like I said earlier, Team Italy played here for 2 times on court A, so I have some statistics for you to focus on. The best shooters in Team Italy is with number 69 Guido Tosello, with number 19 from a legend family Nicola Fernani, and with number 2 Antonio Notarangelo. So that's the best shooters of Team Italy. Best defender is with number 7 Andrea Zonca, and number 33, Luca Piccino. So if you like a defense plays, focus on these guys. And Singapore played here with Great Britain, and there were mainly 3 shooters, but one and only one, Ivan Lo Yu Hao with number 30. He scored 22 points against Team Great Britain.
Oh, so it's worth to look at him a little bit more and see how he performs in this game. We can see that he's really pushing the team in the attack.
Behind him, with half of his points, is number 1, Chua Zing Yong. So you can look at him as well. And 4 defenders in Team Singapore, number 25, Isaac Tan Wei Hao, number 10, Sak Raikal bin Abdul Wazid, with number 7, Ye Yin Wei, and captain of team with number 5, Ivan Ng. So you can watch MDL on them as well.
You can see, or maybe not see, but definitely hear the Italian cheerings for their team, the women's team that's performing really well at this tournament as well.
There's not only a women team, but I can see more people from Italy.
Yeah, almost whole Fernani team came to see their youngest son. I think it's the youngest son. He's the only one playing in the national team right now.
I hope so.
And he's amazing.
If not, he is killing us after the game. But maybe there's a whole Fernani family in the stands.
Oh, there is a whole family that's connected to. I hear nothing.
So we are after the coin toss. Main referee is from Germany, as I call him in the tournament because he's captain of his team. So I call him Captain Clever.
Oh wow! And isn't he a medical doctor as well? So clever in several meanings.
So Captain Dr. Clever.
Dr. Clever. Thomas Produit from Switzerland is going to be refereeing. He's also, I think, an advisor, not coach, but advisor for the Swiss national team.
And you can hear a loud team of Italy
ready to give us a huge and perfect performance.
And it seems like Notarangelo starts on the bench, so probably this is the best team from Italy and best roster what you can see. And Notarangelo is the third best shooter in his team, so.
But what's surprising to me, it's that Andrea Langhini is on the other side from Guido. They've been playing together in Rovello all the time. And a great first point from the Singapore team.
Isaac Tan Wei Hao and his first point in this game, and first point in this game for both sides.
Oh, Nicola Fernani strikes, but it's unfortunately frame.
But probably they saw Team Swiss before they using their tactic with long pass before shooting through the field.
Yeah, let's use the techniques that worked for others as well. long pass to the other side to Turchetti. And caught, unfortunately, for Italy.
And first point for captain Ian Ng, who scores his first point in this game.
I noticed on this tournament that the Italian team has to warm up on the field. They not always start really well, but they unfold the great game. And now a perfect score from Guido.
Toselo shoots on the line and now has a Singapore ball.
Yeah, there was no defense from Italy. Perfect score.
There's a women team of Singapore in the stands, but what you can hear is a team on bench who cheers for their team.
I see that the men's Singapore team has a slightly different tactic than the women's team. Women's play in the set of 3-1-3. It's not really common to see in Europe any teams playing 3-1-3.
No teams in Europe play
Exactly.
3-1-3. They are playing 3-4.
And the Taiwan team played for a minute in the last game in semifinals 3-on-3 with the greatest shooter playing on the center.
I see.
Now I see that Singapore went for the standard European 4-3.
And it's third point for captain of Singapore, Ian Ng.
And landing by Fernani. A quick shot from the right wing.
Yeah, it's still the same captain, Ian Ng, who scores another point for his team. And long pass to the right side, which is loosed by Italy. So I believe pass will go to him again.
You can see how the Singapore team speeds up the action. The first pass, the long pass, is always really slow. The first attacker has to think about the next actions. How does he find the gaps? I don't know.
I don't know as well.
Perfect shot from Nicola. He's really young, so I think he will get only better and better, and that's frightening for the rest of Europe and for the rest of the world.
I think that first zero pass is slow because it goes through the field and they wanted to save that zero pass for 3 more passes on top of the zone. So that's the reason why it's slow, because they wanted to be sure it will be delivered to the player.
Yeah, that's true. You cannot do the great action if you don't have perfect pass, the first one.
If you don't have a ball, if you lose it on long pass.
And again, the captains on the huge wave is scoring point by point. Change of sides and another change of sides.
Great high jump by Guido Toselo, who finds a 90-degree gap and scores his 4th point in this game.
Yeah, I think the captains, it's going to be a fight between Nicola Fernani and the Singapore team captain. They're really going off.
Call for stepping on the line. So I think Singapore has a free ball leads 8-6 in the first period of this semi-final.
And a point for Singapore team as Andrea stepped out of the field.
Yeah, Langini, great catch. Finally, he found that spot, but he steps just for a little from the field, and it's enough to for counterpoint.
And a perfect shot from Guido Tosello.
Tosello, he will be the shooter for Italy today.
I think so. He will do it with Nicola Fernani. They really strong shooters, and they managed to score most of the points for their team. It's really tough. The 0 degree shot, it's just too perfect.
There was a call for landing by field judge, but main
Dr.
judge,
Clever.
Dr. Clever says it was a good point. So good point goes to Team Italy. Frame, great catch by
You can see how Fernani lives in the game, how he feels every point, how he's cheering for his team. And again, there's a huge gap between the left and right defenders. It's really tough to cover a whole field when you have Guido who shoots from 0 to 100 degrees.
20, I believe.
Yeah, without... Oh no.
But we have the same devil on the left side in Singaporean team. Captain of team Ivan Ng scores his 9 points for 9 shots.
And 9 for Team Singapore out of 10.
And second point for Fernani on the line. We are in equal game, 10-10.
I wouldn't be mad if they had to play the fourth period, just to sort out the score.
It's a high-paced game, so we need to catch everything right.
And another gap.
The right defender waits for the pass, so he makes a gap between the...
Exactly, and due to the long jump that Guido makes, he can see where's the defense, as he normally shoots more 0 degrees, but if there's an opportunity, you have to take it. And perfect shot from Luca Oliva. Again, you find the gaps, you take it. With the Italian precision, you have to have a point.
And there's 2 great catches in a row by left side of Italy.
I love that the captain, the number 5 from Singapore, apologized to the rest of the team for not scoring.
For not scoring, not a foul, but for not scoring. And it was a second time in a row, because before that Langini called him as well on the line, but there is another call for landing by Singapore.
And again, you can see that the team left a lot of space on the right side for the left shooter to score. Great shot from Francesca.
And I didn't see that coming. Italy is in lead for 2 points, 13-11. After that, 2 great catches on the left side of the field by defensive unit of Italy.
Oh, they're going up strong.
And another landing by Singapore player. And Italy brings the ball to the left side to Fernani, who's an open defense.
And a score from Nicola.
Nicola almost kills us here in the stands behind the TV.
Oh, it's a given point. Great shot but unlucky, just unlucky.
It went too high because he saw before he was caught on the line just behind the zone, so he tried to
Shoot higher, yeah.
shoot, but no one from defenders touched the ball, so it's a given
Well,
point.
it's lucky that they weren't on their position, because if they try to catch it, they will definitely touch the ball and it will be a point.
Great point by Tosello. He is ninth in this game. He found the gap between the zone and the defender. There was like 10 centimeters.
Yeah. And the captain strikes again.
Yeah, he is back, shooting down to the line, and it's his 11th point in this game. Great catch in the middle field by number 5 in the second row of defense of Singapore. So again, their captain.
The captain's on watch. Great catch from Guido in the second or even third row. Oh, and it was a close one. It was a great one. Francesco almost was there.
Great changing and great defenses on both sides of the ball.
But you can see the Italy team has to really watch out for the counteroffensive. The Singapore team is really quick.
Really quick, as Thailand, as they break down in the match of Thailand. They are really fast after the catches.
But not too fast, as the Italy team is winning by 3 points now.
Oh God, 110?
Oh, yeah, that's mesmerizing to see Guido for his full range.
Tosello and his 10th point in this game from 17 for Italy.
And now the left wing from Singapore.
Yeah, Ivan Low, the best shooter of Singapore.
He showed Guido that he can do the same.
Yeah, so he's finally on the field, so you can more focus on him, number 30. And great line shot by Olivo, who scores a point for his team. But I saw 4 players of Singapore on the zone and 2 players on the middle field.
Yeah, so they're ready for them. Just Italy finds little spots that are uncovered.
So they are defending 5, 6 players on the right side. Fernani lands again. I am sorry for him because this is his 5th fault in this game from 7 for Italy.
I've noticed that when Fernani is stressed about the game, he makes some mistakes. So I think that the age makes a difference. He's, I think, 21 years old. So he's young, and well, I cannot say that he's not experienced because he is.
But maybe it's for him the best game which he will play so far.
Yeah, exactly. So the first period just ended with 19-17. Italy is winning by 2 points.
Great high-paced game. I didn't saw time at all because I was just focused on the game.
It's running so fast with them.
2 points difference. The leader of shooters is with number 5, captain of Team Singapore, Iwan NG with 13 points. And second best shooter in the game is from Italy with 69, Guido Tosello with 10 points.
There's no surprise here that Guido and Nicola Fernani are shooting the most. Although I see that Luca Olivo just started to shoot a little bit. It's great to see that there are more players than just one.
Yeah, really excited to see Notarangelo with number 2 from Italy on the field. Maybe he saves his energy for the last half of the game. We will see where he will go on the field.
Yeah, and it's great to see him, as for the past few tournaments he had issues with his hand. So now you can see that it's fully cured, and he's using his potential all the way.
And finally we can see Italy in full speed.
Exactly. You can see how they've all been preparing really hard for this one. And you can see how the level went up from the previous World Championships. They made a huge improvement.
Huge improvement, a work of Tchoukball in the speed and accuracy of the shooters.
Yeah, exactly. And now you can see that there's no weak teams in Europe. In whole tournament, there are no weak spots here.
But still, we have these 4-5 teams on the top, like in the women category, and so in the men category. So it will be great if other teams can rise up as well as these teams.
Yeah, they have to take time to run up to the greatest teams. Like, Italy and Swiss teams, they have huge background. The Tchoukball is really developed in the country.
Yeah.
It's easy to practice Tchoukball there, and you don't have that in every country.
Every country, yeah. Tchoukball here in Czechia is like 25 years old. In Italy and Switzerland, the Tchoukball is founded in Switzerland in the 70s, so there's a Tchoukball for more than 50 years now.
Exactly, so they've got 30 more years of experience to use.
And on the other side, in Asia, Taiwan has the biggest base of the players. I heard from president of FITB, Chris Wang, there's 150,000 players of Tchoukball on Taiwan.
Oh, that's a lot. They have people to choose from, players to choose from. So I think they have like the national team number E. That's amazing. That's great to see.
They can compact like number 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the world if they took their 48 best players in Taiwan.
Exactly. So I'm really glad that each nation can have only one team.
Yeah. And I won't be a captain or team manager of Team Taiwan. You can imagine to choose 12 players who will go to the World Tchoukball Championships from 150,000 people.
It has to be really tough. I wonder how the national team trainings look like, how they decide who will go on the national team training. I wonder what's the case with Singapore. I think there are plenty of players there as well. And you can see that they're really, really good.
They're really good. They're on the same level like Hong Kong, same level like Italy right now. So we have really 5 top teams here in Prague, and we are lucky to watch them and broadcast them on YouTube. 400 visitors and spectators on YouTube. Hi to all, and we are back in second period.
You can see that the notes Antonio Notarangelo came to the field.
And you can feel it. First shot and first defended by Notarangelo after substitution.
And you can see the change. Now Guido is on the left side. He's still playing on the 4 from Singapore, 4 players. So they making it a bit easier for the Nicola Fernani and Notarangelo to score.
You can see that, but in Singapore changing players inside of the field to have 4 players on that side.
And it's a given point from Guido.
But it's a little bit surprise for me because field judge firstly call a landing, and normally it's a landing and not a given point. So maybe he just missed the signals.
You know, in a really fast-paced game, you have to know when to use the whistle, and then you think about the gestures. And Tarangelo gives some space to score. Or you can see that the referees are discussing some case. And the captains
Are called. Time is stopped and there will be some discussion.
It's better to discuss than to have some really angry players on the field, because
We had it there here in Prague yesterday. There was a match between Uruguay and I don't remember the second team. I believe it was Argentina. They were complaining on the end of the game about the score. So it's not a solution to solve this after the game. You need to stop a game just
exactly.
after that problem. So
Oh.
both teams goes
And
the
now
field.
they will talk about, they're pointing fingers to different players. They have to sort things out, I think. Oh, okay, they were standing too close to the Singapore team, I think.
I have no idea what's happening now. I see this for first time in my life.
But I can feel the tension between the players. Something's definitely not right.
But we are in an almost even game where Italy leads 21-20. And it's a semi-final of World Tchoukball Championships. So, of course, it's a sport and every team wants to win. So there must be some tensions.
Of course, you know, you want to have the best performance, and if there are any obstacles on the way, you want to solve the problems. You want to just focus on the game, and if something's not clicking, it's better to sort it out at the moment than to wait.
We saw awesome pass by Tosello to the right side to Fernani, who had open defense, so it was easy point for him.
And there was a gap in Italian defense.
Tarangelo must close that gap on the line. I know it must be really hard. I can imagine that. I can even think about it. I would coach that ball.
Yeah, we can talk about it here watching the game, but we know it's really tough to cover so much space with so talented attackers.
It's much easier to say than do it.
Exactly. And a 90-degree shot from number 30.
By Low, the best shooter from the game before, his third point in this game. And Italy goes to the right side of the field to Fernani.
And it's
landing.
It's a landing. Our coach used to say, greetings for Mr. Stelmachonek, that the inaccurate pass creates inaccurate pass. Oh, great catch, great catch. You can see the second row really working in the defense.
On both sides of the wall, like in Italy, as well in Singapore.
Yeah, they're really covering all the spots that need to be covered. But there are no players at this stage wrong. There are no bad players.
No bad players on the stage right now.
And another great 10-degree shot.
With great power, and great spirit of captain of Singapore, Ivan Ng, who went to apologize to Notarangelo for that headshot.
Yeah, there are two sides to this shot. Oh, it's a point for Guido, I guess.
Of course, Tosello and is another point, 13 in this game from 25 of Italy, so he is more than half of points is scored by him.
The referees are really strict with
On
the
that landings.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about it, like.
And there's again a gap between the left and right defender in the Singapore team. These are tricky spots to cover as the right wing defender has a lot of space. And perfect 100 degrees shot.
By Ian Lowe, his 4th point. If you are defending that line, there must be someone to help you with that 30-degree shot because it's impossible to cover both of them.
And you can see now that after the long pass, Nicola had almost no defense. They were there, but they weren't close to the line.
Yeah, they were
exactly.
unprepared. And we can see it for second or third time. It was passed by Tosello exactly to the hands of Fernani, who scores to unprepared defense. And it's a huge improvement because Team Swiss in the last semi-final tried to do that as well, but they wasn't too precise on that long passes, and they lose that ball.
Fortunately, but the Italian team is now doing really good.
And we are going to again to the right side. Let's go for landing, but how Nicolas saved that pass just beyond the zone, I have no idea.
I wonder how he does it. He always catches the most difficult. Oh, and it's a given point by the captain. His statistics are going down. I don't think it's a huge difference. He scored 17 points.
17 points, but it's second given point by him and second from Singapore. So he's only giver to Italy from Singapore.
Well, either way, he's scoring.
But with number of shootings, usually there's some mistake.
Exactly.
And
and look just at the game, the idea to play that. Notarangelo passed to the other side, then the other side passed again to Nicola Fernani. There was no defense from Singapore. And again, the captain's too quick for the defense.
There are two received in the game. Italy has one passing through the field, and finally from Tosello to Fernani, who has open defense unprepared, and he scores easy point. On the other side, there are two fast passes on the right side by Singapore, and the defense of Italy can handle it, and Fernani usually is slower in that third, and only two defenders are there, and easy point for captain of Singapore, Ivan Ng, as well.
Yeah, they really fast on the short passes. You have to be prepared for either a great shot from the left wing or the really fast shot from the captain. Oh, and Guido got caught by Singapore team. And they paid back to the Italian team with a great score.
Great hard shot by Tan with number 25, his second shot and second score point in this game. An awesome jump.
Fernani showed us his range, his 100-degree shot.
Maybe 110 from 0 to hero, or
and try to cover that.
Try to cover that.
You can see how they're so slow in the air, like you can watch them for few seconds holding still in the air, and then when they strike, they just have such a strong and fast shoots. It's great to watch the Singapore team.
If you see Tosello, he's usually straight on his jump, and that's his speed with the shot. But Singaporean guys just
They freeze in the air.
They freeze in the air, finding a gap, and finally, if they find it in the air, so they shoot there.
Exactly. Oh, you can see there were no prepared second row defense on the Singapore team.
And Francesco Contenti scores his second point in this game.
Oh, and there's no defense. Oh, they
my
did
God!
It. They did it.
Another
And
unbelievable
they did
catch.
it again.
Now by Singapore.
Great performance from both teams.
And again, Italy.
You can see how they fight for every point. Now they had to change the sides. And Notes stepped on the line.
We saw 3 awesome defenses from both sides in a row.
And a great shot from number 30.
In that point, I stopped, wrote statistics, and I just enjoy the defenses on both sides. I hope you are enjoying the game as well as we do.
It's perfect to watch. It's a great performance from both teams, and you can see that by the score. And it's a point for Guido.
Italy tries their receipt on the from the right side to the left side brink, and Fernani passes long pass to Tosello, who had opened the line and scored their point.
Yeah, it's really tricky to run the whole field to catch from the first to the second side.
There was a touch of the foot.
Oh, I think the referees haven't seen anything, so the game was still on. But now's the free ball for Singapore. And a great point.
It was hard to catch and see that because it was in a really high speed, and we had a really great angle by Cam, what ref doesn't have.
Unfortunately, sometimes we see things that aren't meant to be seen.
Yeah, we have a good technique here, so maybe that's the thing. But after that, there was a fault by Italy, and Singapore scored a point, so we can call it even.
Oh, and again, there's a huge gap between the defender, Luca Pizzino, and Nicola Fernani.
And Ivan NG scores another point. It's 32 for Singapore. Do you want to guess how many points he scored so far?
I think I don't want to guess. I think over half of these points.
21 points, almost 22nd, but he lands. So 21 points from 32 by the captain, Ivan NG.
It's his show today. It's his show in this game. And a great point from Guido. He found a little spot between the defenders. You can see that the Singapore team plays a little bit slower than Taiwan. They have similar technique of playing, but you can see that they're more focused on tricking the defenders while being in the air than to have really fast passes.
Taiwan was really fast on top of the zone. Great defense by Italy. Saved day by Francesco Contenti.
And the perfect shot from Guido. So it's a huge battle between Guido Tonsello and the
Ivan Ng from Singapore.
And now great point
by Ivan Lowe, number 30, and his 7th point. So we have 2 shooters on both sides, but mainly there's a 1 and 1. Colorful frame by Francesco Contenti.
Oh, and that's a great spot.
Like 100-degree shot, open gap, perfectly placed ball.
You can see how much time they have to look at the defense to see where there's no one to get the ball.
Singaporean defense, left side went to the 0 to 45 degrees, and there was a gap on 60 degrees which Guido perfectly found. So another point for Italy. And another point for Ivan Ng as well.
I wouldn't want to be in North's skin right now.
And I can believe there is the end of the second period.
Second period. I was looking at the score like it's the second one, right? It's going really fast.
Really
it's a great
fast.
game.
I have great fun here with you, and it's a pleasure to have you here and commenting with you.
It's great to discuss the favorite sport. You can see the Italian girls just cheering for the team.
And Singaporean spectators will want their minute as well. Here we go. Women team of Singapore.
Yeah, they're really happy. They're really glad that they're here. And I think that they're playing really well also. So it's a really great level in this country.
So the leader of shooters is from Singapore, Ivan Ng, with his 23 points from 36 points from Singapore. Guido Tonsello on the other side is second best shooter and first best shooter in Italy. 19 points, so half points of Italy goes behind him.
But look at the statistics. Guido passed a lot of crosses to Nicola Fernani to the other side, and you can see that each of these passes ended with a score for the Italian team.
And we can saw that last shot, family of Fernani, so they are there.
They're cheering for the brother son.
But I'm looking to the statistics, and there are only 3 points gift, 1 from Italy and 2 from Singapore. So other points are scored by teams.
So it's a great performance. It's a really well played game. There are not many faults if we're speaking about the given points.
We are back just before the third period of this semi-final between Italy and Singapore. Italy leads 38-36, so it's a small advantage in the hands of Singapore because they will start on the ball. And it's amazing, there are more than 500 people online watching us, so hi to all.
So I think that it's a really, really good indicator that this game is worth watching.
So Singapore goes on the ball on the left side of the field.
There have been some changes in both teams, I think. You can see the Turcetti, Gabriel came to the field now.
Yeah, and still captain of team, Filippo Gillis stays on the bench. Meanwhile, the captain of Singapore, Iwan NG, scores his 23rd point in this game.
It's a train that's not stopping now.
Long pass to Fernani, no defense, he has time, and shoots.
Yeah, you can see that the great advantage is to not have them prepared on the line. Oh, he's really not stopping. Another great point from the captain.
25th. Great catch by four-man defense on the left side of the field.
And a point, another one.
Italy finally thinks they got him, and everybody went to the left side, and he scored by 110-degree shot. Incredible performance by him.
And now they caught Guido, his 0-degree shot, so... Oh, you can see the tension between players.
And there was a call for traveling after that catch by Singaporean guys. And there's traveling on the other side as well. So ball goes back to the hands of Singapore. And now how Singapore takes a lead in this game. You can hear Singaporean winning team cheering for them.
I got a comment from a friend that the referees are a bit party poopers in this game.
It's a hard pressure on them.
Yeah, and when you notice the faults, you have to whistle them. You cannot leave them, as every point matters right now.
And these are just unpaid players from other teams.
Exactly, they have no interest on being in favor of any other team.
They are just normal guys like we are, and like you are in the stream. So it's not professional referees. They are really good at this profession and the best on the world, but still.
But you can see that they're refereeing for both of the teams. So it's not like they're in favor of anyone. They're just noticing every single detail that they see.
Exactly. And now we saw a perfect shot defended by Notarangelo and obstructed by shooting player.
That's just amazing that you see that the defense was ready for Guido, and he somehow still managed to score that point. Oh, there are gaps. It's I think that's a spot where Zonka will have to really look out for.
Yeah, he was like 30 centimeters away from zone, so it was perfect spot for even NG score a point.
And a great point.
Another great transmission from the left side to the right side to Fernani, who was again free. free space to shoot.
And it works great every time.
And Italy again leads for 1 point. And he
Oh, you can hear the crowd being so happy that they caught this ball.
and great catch by Zonka and Turchetti.
And a perfect score from Fernani.
It's a 12 point for Fernani. Guess what, from 12 shots, 100% success for him. Call for traveling.
Sometimes you don't even notice that you did the traveling.
Yeah, you touched the floor or not. And another great point by Fernani. And now you can hear Italy fans in these stands when Italy leads for 3 points.
Oh, and that was a perfect shot. Notarangelo's knees must hurt from this one.
Did you saw that hard shot who flies away 20 meters away from the defender?
Yeah, I think that he's gonna get some bruises on that one. And now there's landing from Francesca Contenti.
Yeah, so free ball for Team Singapore.
And a great score.
Yuan Low, second best shooter of Team Singapore.
You can see now that Turchetti came from the other side and they're now playing 4-4.
4-4.
You have to at this moment
level.
when you have the great scoring captain on the other side, you have to have the additional person to cover him.
And great walk by Francesco.
And another score. You don't see much action from Notes for now. He just passes every time to Fernani. Oh, and we have another traveling. I really get that it might be frustrating from the Singapore team.
Yeah, it was 3 travels almost in a row. Landing by Tosello.
Yeah, he didn't catch that ball really well. It's better than to try to shoot.
Great save by Ye In Wei, who keeps the ball in the hands of Singapore. And great defense by Team Italy, another traveling. But if you can see, Italy defense on the right side with 4 persons, 2 are behind them and 1 is on the middle field, so they are defending on 7 players.
And I'm really surprised that Singapore is not using this occasion to score on the second half of the field.
Yeah.
There's no third line.
No,
There's no one on the other side.
There's no one on the other side. And there's a first obstruction which I saw from Asian team, that European team is so fast as them, so they just run to the defender because he is on the line and he can pick up. So is a fast work by Italy, touched by the floor.
And it's a score.
It's a score and point for Fernani. It was touch. There was a touch by Fall, so good. It was good point for refs.
Oh, Notes have to look out for this 30 to 0 degrees
Yeah,
shot.
Notarangelo was like 20 centimeters away from the zone, so it was enough for Ivan and G to score a point.
It's really tough to set yourself at the appropriate position there when you have a player that scored 30 points for his team. And he's...
Great save by Andrea Zonka.
And a great point for from Guido Tosello.
He found the perfect gap between two players on the left and two players on the right, and there was like half-meter gap, and he found it and scored to the gap. And it was inside. Given point by Singapore to Team Italy, and we have 4-point difference between teams. 5.5 minutes to the end of this awesome semi-final game.
Oh, he tricked everyone. Oh,
there was a landing, but before that there
were
was 4 passes. But I think Italy should be on the ball because Singapore played before. Timeout by refs.
They have to discuss this one as well.
It was landing by Singaporean player.
So either way, there should be.
It should be ball for Italy. Italy's number 6 is Luca Olivo.
Oh, they should start on the other side. And Zoncano can start finally.
Game is just restarted after that discussion of refs who made it right. And there's goal for landing or Guido. Zero.
Oh,
More than
just
0.
a little bit on the outside.
Yeah. So another given point for Team Italy. 2 given points in a row by Team Singapore.
And another landing.
Stepping outside of the field, I believe. So Italy can build up their lead. 5 points so far lead against Team Singapore. And Notarangelo scores his 2nd point in this game.
Finally some action from Antonio.
Four minutes left in this
will
awesome
Turchetti
game.
make it to the first line? He made it. Oh, and it's still.
And Notarangelo fairly says he touched that ball, so point goes to Team Singapore.
It's one thing when you have to catch the 0-degree shot, but if you have to catch it around your head, it's really different level.
It's unbelievable to untouch that ball.
Great, we can see the whole Italian bench going crazy after each point.
I will do crazy as well if I played in their team.
Oh, she is outside, yeah.
Notarangelo has a leg outside of the field, but great catch between the legs.
It's an improvement, definitely.
Yeah. It was above her knees, to be precise.
Oh, and a perfect catch from number 10.
Yeah, Sahrikal bin Abdul. And point for Yayin Wei.
You can see that the Singapore team is really pushing to start off the game really fast.
Great line shot by Guido.
Oh.
And there is call for ball, only for a ball, which is loosed. So time is stopped on 2:44. To be fair for all players on the field, so now we can restart the game.
And we start off with a perfect 110-degree shot from the Singapore team.
There's another obstruction. Italian players complains about that, but sorry.
I think Singapore team's not prepared. They haven't been playing like 3 passes.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
they're not prepared. They're prepared that Guido will
Pass,
shoot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go for a landing.
Oh, it's really fast-paced. That great catch from Luca Olivo.
Another great catch on the other side by great shooter Ivan Low.
Oh, almost.
Almost.
It has to be a really great shot that they cannot catch it each time. I think the Italian team wasn't prepared for this pass as well. And the given point.
Given point by Fernani. His first given point in this game. And there's only 2-point difference. 3-point difference.
3-point difference. Guido Tossello scored again.
And you can hear Italy in the stands. Dottarangelo was on the ball, but he can catch it. So another point for Singapore. 55 to 53. 2-point difference.
3-point difference now. They have to really watch out now. Yeah, that's the spot.
Singaporean players to try to help Italy players to restart the game quicker, but they can't save now time with long time-saving passes.
I think the Italians gonna take their time.
Yeah, of course they do. And there is a huge mistake by Fernani.
Yeah, and it's a point.
Point for Singapore, but it wasn't enough.
So Italy wins by 1 point and gets themselves to the finals.
With Taiwan.
Yeah, so we have a recap of 2019 World Championships.
I'm still stunned from this game. Great high speed and pace from both teams. Italy wins for 1 point, 56 to 55.
I'm amazed by the Singapore team, how they managed to score 4 points and even out the difference.
Yeah, you are right. It was 4 points difference, and there's only 1 point difference between the teams. Awesome performance by both sides. And the best shooter on the final count is with number 5, Ivan Ng from Singapore with 30 points. Behind him is just with number 69, Guido Tossello with 28 points scored.
Oh, they are close.
It's not need to mention defenses because at the end of the game there were some good defense plays.
Yeah, it was really great to watch them all over the field catching the impossible shots.
So thank you for watching, all you 600 visitors and spectators on YouTube.
And see yourself on the next one.
See you in the next one. Bye.
Oh God, that's tiring. I want to watch that.
Can you imagine I did like 45 games?
Yeah, I feel for you. I really feel for you.
Is there when there's a break after the next one?
I have no idea. I need to check it
I think there's.
because I am